Good morning, Emerson. President Obama has nominated Merrick Garland, a moderate appeals court judge, to fill Scalia's seat on the Supreme Court.
And the Celtics battled Kevin Durant and the Thunder in the Garden last night. Logan Reaver will have the recap.
All that and more today, Thursday, March 17th. I'm Lauren Fox.
And I'm Sean Stackhouse. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We have a St. Patty's Day themed episode this morning. We'll be joined in studio by Seamus McGorray, who's a former nationally ranked Irish step dancer. He's going to show Lauren and I some new moves.
Yeah, hopefully that will go a little bit better than our Zumba session.
I hope so.
And cooking correspondent Jessica Shotorbani will be here to show us how to make some St. Patrick's Day snacks. Will you eat them even if they're green, Sean?
Oh, of course, Lauren. I only had coffee this morning. I didn't have my typical breakfast, so I'm ready for some food.
Awesome.
Now for the biggest national story this morning, after weeks of speculation on who would replace the Supreme Court seat of Judge Antonin Scalia, President Obama has nominated Chief Justice of the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, Merrick B. Garland. Garland is a judicial moderate and at age 63 makes him one of the oldest nominated justices in history. He became well known after overseeing the Oklahoma City bombing trial as a principal associate deputy general. Senate Republican leaders had previously said they would not endorse a judge nominated by President Obama and wanted to wait until the next president was elected. With Garland's experience and moderate views, Democrats are hopeful, however, that the Senate seat will be approved. Lauren, do you think that the Senate will approve this nomination, or are we going to have to wait until the next presidency?
I'm not sure. And seeing Mitch McConnell speak, he seemed pretty adamant about rejecting Garland's nomination, so I really couldn't tell you. But now we go to our news reporter, Chloe Tebow, with a recap on Tuesday's primary results.
Thanks, guys. Here are today's developing stories. Tuesday evening's primary results demonstrated rising poll numbers for Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. For the Republican Party, Trump led in all 5 states but Ohio, where the local governor, John Kasich, took the win. After losing his home state, Senator Rubio dropped out of the race. According to a recent CNN poll, Trump needs to win about 60% of the remaining delegates to be the nominee. Turning to Democrats, Hillary Clinton also had substantial success on Tuesday, winning 4 states and creating a virtual tie with Sanders from Missouri. Clinton came out with 467 superdelegates last night, while Sanders retrieved 26. The next primary will take place on Tuesday, March 29th, when 3 more states will cast their votes. The federal government has taken a new stance on the drug crisis in America by creating the first national guidelines for prescription painkillers. These new standards will end disputes with doctors and drug companies who had previously claimed that the new recommendations would create unfair disadvantages for patients truly in pain. These new, less intense guidelines suggest that doctors first prescribe ibuprofen to patients and only use opioids for between 3 to 7 days at most. On Tuesday, Massachusetts police discovered a dead body in the Charles River around 5:45 in the afternoon. Zachary Marr was identified as the victim after he went missing last month while celebrating his birthday at a Boston bar. Marr disappeared on February 13th when he allegedly stepped outside the Bell and Hand Tavern to smoke a cigarette. A surveillance video was found that shows Marr entering the river. Police do not expect violent trauma, but officials are still looking into the investigation. The St. Patrick's Day Parade will take place following its usual route on Sunday, March 20th at 1 in the afternoon. Mayor Marty Walsh had previously considered cutting short the annual parade due to safety precautions. A federal judge ruled on Tuesday, however, that these attempts to shorten the parade interfere with the First Amendment rights of its organizers and participants. Conflicts involving this parade date back to 2014, when Walsh failed to negotiate the inclusion of gay and lesbian veterans in this parade during his first term in office. This group was finally given the right to participate in 2015. Despite these conflicts, the parade is the second largest in the country and attracts 600,000 to 1 million viewers every year. That's all I have for you today. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Chloe. Now, what are you expecting for attendance at this parade since there has been drama with the parade route?
Yeah, Sean, I think a lot of people are going to be excited that the parade route wasn't changed, so I think we're going to see a pretty big turnout, especially if the weather's nice. I'm definitely going to be there. So.
Thank you, Chloe. Now for today's weather forecast. After a foggy start, today will be mostly cloudy with highs around 60 degrees. At around 5 o'clock, we will be in for some rain that will continue on late into the evening with lows in the 40s. We'll be ending the week with more rain just in time for the weekend. Expect showers all through Friday with highs in the lower 50s. It will get a little chillier on Saturday, but we will finally see that sun again. Both days this weekend will be near 40 degrees with sunny skies. The rain is a bummer for now, Sean, but at least I have an excuse to wear my new rain boots.
At least we can find one positive about this. But Lauren, I got new shoes over break and they're not rain boots, so they're just gonna get destroyed.
Thanks for you, Sean. We have to go to commercial, but after the break, playwright Sam Fiddler will be here to tell us about Emerson's New Works Festival.
And the Patriots have been making major moves this offseason. Logan Reaver will give us the details when we come back. Lauren, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready to host Good Morning Emerson, of course.
Good Morning Emerson? What's that?
It's the best morning show ever that's on Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m.
Wow, how can I work on this?
Yeah, let's get going. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather. Welcome back. I'm here with Sam Fiddler, a playwright performing in the New Fast New Works Festival here at Emerson. Sam, thank you so much for being here today.
I'm glad to be here, Lauren.
Great. So tell us what this festival is about.
So the New Fest New Works Festival is something that's done every year by Emerson Stage, which is the main stage company at Emerson College. It's a number of different events that take place over a amount of weeks, hence the name festival. There's a lot of things going on at the same time. The main event is the winner of the Rod Parker Playwriting Award, which this year is Woe Begone by Jamie Davenport. And it's a full-length play that receives a full production with costumes, lights, actors, a professional director, which is fantastic for the playwright. It's Jamie Davenport seeing her work get put on. It actually opens tonight, and it runs through Sunday, March 20th. And one of the other events is the New Play Workshop, which is students get to work with a play written by a Boston area playwright, the play in case being We Are Pussy Riot, and that's being written by Barbara Hammond. It's a historical drama about the group in Russia and their vocalizations against Putin and sort of the political aspects of going on in that. I've been in rehearsals. It's really crazy to see them working on it.
And how is this a new opportunity for maybe new playwrights? It sounds kind of unique.
Well, it's an amazing opportunity for playwrights in and out of Emerson and Boston. The workshop there's so much theater going on in Boston, which is why Emerson's really a great place for people interested not only in playwriting, but acting and production and stage management and all the different things available for that. And the New Fest is another opportunity for students at Emerson who want to work on something that people in Boston will come see, as well as, of course, their friends and colleagues working in the program. And then the last part of it is the readings and shorts, which is the most student-run and student-contributed part of the program. And that is the Shorts Festival is 4 student-written shorts, all produced in the same evening, one of which is the play that I wrote.
And what is the play that you wrote?
I'm glad you asked, Lauren. My play is called Theogony, which is the Greek word meaning genealogy of a group of gods, of course meaning the Greek gods from the language that it's from. It's about a young girl played by my dear friend Gabrielle Ciani, who's trying to remember a story her mother told her about how the universe was created. And as she's trying to figure out who appears to help, but of course Zeus himself, the wonderful, magnificent bastard that he is, all sorts of personality traits displaying and firing all over the place.
Okay. And so where do you kind of get your ideas for some of these plays?
Where do I get my ideas? That's a fantastic question. I usually try to spend a lot of time just sort of taking walks wherever I can, and of course reading plays. I always try to read plays outside. I'll go to the Iwasaki Library, I'll grab something off the shelf, and then I'll walk down to the Common and read it that afternoon. I've been reading a lot of Greek classic drama, so I decided to sort of go back to the roots of Greek history, so forth, and saying, what sort of interesting story can I tell about Zeus and the way the universe was created? So I came up with that.
Wonderful. So how about students that have not heard about this yet and want to get involved? What would they be able to do?
Well, they do the New Fest production every single year, and at the beginning of each fall semester, they open up submissions for people to submit works that they're working on. I'm a second semester freshman, and I submitted something last year basically on a whim, not expecting it to get selected. So even if playwriting's only a hobby or you're not even an acting major, I would highly recommend submitting work to the festival. There's lots of student theater that goes on constantly with all the groups looking to produce things written and adapted by students. So there's always great people to talk to. You can talk to the people in charge of the department, Mindy Hinkle. She does a lot of performing arts stuff, and her information is all over the AE Stage's website. And yeah, they're always looking for people to get involved.
Well, thank you so much, Sam, for being here today. Everybody go check out his play.
Thanks for having me.
Now we go to sports reporter Logan Reaver, Throwback Thursday, with the latest on the luck of the Celtics.
Thanks, Lauren. To start off this St. Patrick's Day, why not take you to the place where green runs deepest, TD Garden. The Celtics were host to the Oklahoma City Thunder and their star duo of Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Now, rumors are flying that Durant shows intrigue in possibly joining Boston in the summer. He got a little taste when he visited last night. Start you off in the first, KD getting a little pump before tip-off, but there would be a lot of this man on the night. It's going to be Russell Westbrook, hard to the rim. He's going to throw this one down super hard, and there would be more of that for the Thunder. KD in the second, extending the lead, doing typical KD things. In the third, it would be the Celtics trying to get the comeback. IT, who had 29 on the night, 3 there to cut the lead, but it would just be too much Thunder on this night. KD had 28 on the night, maybe joining the Celtics next year. Not tonight. The Thunder win it 130-109. And I hope you've not been slacking off on this Patriots offseason and these last 24 hours in particular, because stuff has gone down. It all started with the blockbuster deal of sack specialist Chandler Jones being sent to Arizona for guard Jonathan Cooper and a second-round pick. Now, this move got very different reviews around New England. On one hand, you are losing a guy that is a difference maker on defense and got to the quarterback in crucial situations. But the other side is that Belichick has a track record of dumping off veteran players before they hit their decline. Jones, however, is not on the decline, so it makes it tough to see the bright side now. Just hours after the trade, the Pats signed on a different veteran, Chris Long, the longtime Ram, to fill the void. And then later on in the day, the Pats acquired tight end Martellus Bennett from Chicago, including a 6th-round pick, with the Bears getting a 4th-round pick in return. This giving the Pats the 2 tight end threat they've been trying to recreate since the Aaron Hernandez days. Hopefully Bennett isn't exactly like him. In my opinion, this certainly isn't the last of the Pats moves until we hit training camp. Stay tuned, Pats Nation. Now we jump to the tennis world, where one of the biggest stars is facing a bit of trouble. In light of her recent failed drug test, Maria Sharapova has now been suspended by United Nations. That doesn't sound right, but it is. Sharapova was an ambassador with the United Nations Development Program, but that time has come to an end after she was tested positive for the drug meldonium back in January at the Australian Open. Meldonium is used in essence to improve blood flow to the body's tissues. Sharapova has been taking the drug since 2006, but the World Anti-Doping Agency added it to its prohibited list this year. Sharapova ranked as the highest-earning female athlete in the world for the 11th straight year by Forbes following 2015, but now a number of companies are reconsidering her deals, especially Russian ones. Nike, Tag Heuer, and Porsche have suspended their deals, with possibly more to come. That's triple zeros for me. Back to Lauren and Sean.
All right, thanks, Malcolm. No, this is Logan. Logan, we're so glad to have you back. It's been over a year since you've done sports. Feels like it was just yesterday. But this week, our music correspondent, Christina Gesford, sat down with former contestant on The Voice, Christina Grimmie. Let's take a look.
YouTube phenomenon turned singing sensation Christina Grimmie hit the stage at Boston's Royale nightclub Saturday night, debuting songs from her most recent EP released last month. In just 6 years, the 22-year-old New Jersey native went from covering hit songs on YouTube to touring twice with Selena Gomez, to finishing in 3rd place on season 6 of NBC's The Voice. Having just returned from her first European headline tour featuring her last 2 albums, and now opening for Rachel Platten's Wildfire tour, Grimmie is already living her dream as a successful artist. I caught up with the singer-songwriter before the show to talk about her skyrocketing career and the incredible journey that has gotten her from humble beginnings to where she is today.
First posted Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. That was Definitely one of the bigger videos when I first started. And then I kind of just found that I was getting a lot of subscriber notifications and comments and requests for different songs. And it kind of got to the point where it was a weekly thing, and you know, I was just doing things for the fans. I was just posting, you know, songs that they wanted to hear, and I would even sometimes say like, oh, so and so requested this, or if it was a handful of people, I'd be like, oh, this person, all requested, you know, Party in the USA, whatever it was.
Today, Grimmy's YouTube following has amassed to a near 3 million subscribers worldwide. At just 16, she was discovered by Selena Gomez's stepfather, Brian Teefey, who became her manager and still is today.
My brother texted me in school and was just like, so I'm pretty sure Selena Gomez's dad is trying to contact you to manage you. I was like, what? How?
But despite her early proactivity, Grimmy, now 20 years old, realized that breaking into the music industry doesn't come easily, and going out for NBC's The Voice could give her the boost she needed to really make it.
Every which way, I had went to every label possible, and they all knew of me, and I still wasn't getting signed. I was like, what else am I gonna do? I was like, of course I could keep releasing music, that's fine, but at some point, you know, I gotta budget myself. I was like, what can I do to maybe, you know, amp this up a little bit, you know? And always loved the idea of The Voice. I was like, what if? Like, I just try out, you know?
Grimmy opted for Team Adam, and she finished third in the competition, performing along the way with both her singing coach Adam Levine as well as one of her favorite artists, Ed Sheeran.
Can you see the stars over Amsterdam?
It was the greatest thing. I tell people I would do it again. Like, if I could erase like that part of my past and redo it, I would. Like, it was so cool.
Grimmy says that the singing competition made her who she is today as a person and as a performer, proving to herself that she has the willpower to overcome any amount of stress or pressure. Since The Voice, Grimmy has released 2 singles and opened the 2015 iHeartRadio Music Festival as the winner of Macy's Rising Star contest. In the end, she says it is her desire to be a role model to her fans that moves her career forward.
I don't want to just do this for fame. It's more I want to do this so I can have these people keep coming to my shows and keep being inspired by me.
You can check out her brand new album Side A on Spotify or get a sneak peek on her YouTube page. For Good Morning Emerson, I'm Christina Gesford.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson. We're now joined in honor of St. Patrick's Day by Seamus McGorray, a formerly nationally ranked Irish step dancer. Seamus, thanks for being with us
Thanks
this
for
morning.
having me, guys.
So start us off with the basics. We have not done this before.
Okay, well, what we're gonna start off with is a reel, and it's very simple. Ready? You're gonna put one foot in front, right foot, and you're just gonna go 1, 2, and then put it back. So 1, 2, 3, almost like marching in place, right?
Okay.
Same thing on the other foot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Same thing one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now just this foot, bring it in the back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pretty good, right?
Okay, yeah.
I have a
think-
feeling you usually go a little bit faster than
Slightly faster, but yeah, I think
Okay.
we could try it with the music and see if it goes a little bit better.
Yeah, let's try with the music. I think that
Okay.
I've got maybe the basics down. We'll see how horrible I am after.
All right.
Some St. Patty's Day tunes.
When I think of St. Patrick's Day, I think of Drake, so.
Taliban.
Ready, guys?
Yeah. Jumpin', them boys up to something.
3.
They just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out in the country.
1, 2,
Them boys up to something, they just not just bluffing.
1,
You don't have to call like hit my dance like Usher.
1, 2,
I just
3.
feel my tempo like on DJ
1,
Mustard.
2, 3.
I hit that Ginobili with my left hand though like woo. Lobster.
Look at that. We did it.
We did do it. Although I have a feeling that his skill set might be a little bit more impressive. So why don't we spotlight that for now?
Yeah, everybody, Seamus McGorray.
Thanks, guys.
Too many questions.
That was absolutely incredible.
That's next. You guys are gonna learn that. Ready?
Okay, I think that I got it down where I can do some of little kicks, lost spins.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
man.
I got it. I think I'm ready.
Sean, someone's gonna get hurt.
Sean, I feel like he had to have had a lot of experience. How did you get started in all of this?
Well, I started when I was 3, so I was pretty young. And I did a lot of practicing. I would go 2-3 times a week. I went to 3 different academies. I went to Ireland. I went all across the country and stayed local. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Just worked really hard. Stopped doing it a couple years ago, but wanted to come here and just give everyone a St. Patrick's Day treat, I guess.
Well, we thank you so much for joining us. This was such a treat, but we have to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Medina Shehi will be here with the Jennifer Garner News. We'll be right back.
Wow, our debates are on fire. Ah! Oh no, why did I say that? Oh no, I'm on fire still and it's so hot. Why have I done this? Oh no, I'm still on fire, but watch Speechless on the Emerson channel. It's really good and full of action.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson.
We had some sad news break in the music world last night. Medina Shehi is here to tell us more.
Good morning, everyone, and here's what I have for you today. When you think of the Sinatras, you feel a romantic strength because of their soothing voices and strong singing ability. They are definitely a talented musical family. Late last night, Frank Sinatra Jr. passed away at age 72 due to a heart attack. He followed his father's path, being also a singer, actor, and songwriter. He even was supposed to perform more this year. He was also famously kidnapped when he was 19 years old and was held ransom until his father paid $240,000. What an interesting life. Frank Sinatra once said, "I would like to be remembered as a man who had a wonderful time living life." And I think his son fulfilled this too. Jennifer Garner did a tell-all interview with Vanity Fair addressing how her ex-husband Ben Affleck cheated on her with the nanny. She called him complicated in this interview. Well, now he has talked back about her with an interview in the New York Times. He says she was allowed to talk about him and the relationship because that's not a problem. He probably did this because he is starting to advertise his new Batman movie, so clearing up Jennifer will lead to reporters focusing on his movie. Maybe. Do you guys remember the Subway guy, always so happy and full of life? He made us want to get Subway, lose some weight, and made us feel like it was the best and cheapest option. I mean, I used to get Subway all the time. However, this weak guy has actually been convicted of being a sex offender and an ex-Subway pitchman. People have a lot of hate for this guy now, and recently in jail, he was attacked and plummeted by convicted armed robber Stephen Nigg at Colorado's Englewood FCI, where Jared is sentenced to 15 years. I guess you were getting what you deserve, Jared, but what do you guys think? Hillary Clinton had an amazing win on Tuesday, winning 5 voting states in the primaries. Everyone was happy for her win, but one reporter said something different. MSNBC anchor Joe Scarborough tweeted to Hillary that she needs to smile for this big win. This led to comedian Samantha Bee taking action, starting campaign #SmileForJoe on the full frontal Twitter, where she posted a picture doing the complete opposite of smiling. She has retweeted many other pictures with women doing the same thing. I think people just need to back off when it comes to women's emotion and expression, because it does not always have to be dramatic. Well, that's all I have for you today, and let's get back to Sean and Lauren.
Thanks, Medina. We're now joined by Jessica Shotorbani, who's going to show us how to make some St. Patty's Day snacks.
I'm Jessica. So we're gonna have some St. Patty's Day snacks today. First up, we have these cookies. If any of you know Irish soda bread, it's very traditional Irish bread. People eat it all the time around St. Patrick's Day, but this time we made them into cookies, and of course use food coloring and dyed them green. Just make it very festive, matches your dress. So go ahead and maybe taste one.
Yeah.
So we basically made it, like, it was very simple to make. We just used like baking soda, which is naturally in like Irish soda bread, put in some like raisins, or you can use currants because that's a little bit more traditional, but we decided to make raisins because we just prefer raisins. So they're just very easy to make and great to have for like a St. Patrick's Day party or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, these are great.
Yeah, and so the next one, this is personally my favorite out of all the three, it is the Irish coffee cake. So basically like the coffee you can get at Starbucks, but like 1,000 times better. So basically, well, I personally thought it was 1,000 times better, but like basically all we did was we took some like flour, we took some buttermilk, we took some instant coffee, you mix it all together, put it in the oven for a bit, and you come out with this great coffee cake. So you guys want to taste some?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
dig in.
I'm gonna go in. I'm just gonna use my hands.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
use a
just
spoon.
go for it. And it's great because it stays very moist because we made a coffee syrup and you sort of like drench it in that. So you can basically have it like for days and it's so moist.
This is delicious.
I
could
know.
eat this every day for the rest of my life and not get sick of it.
Thanks.
This is great.
Like your blueberry muffins.
So
This
it's,
could replace them. I would have another bite.
yeah, exactly. It's just like hopping over to Colonial, use one of the ovens, and you can like very, very easily make it. And it's very traditional and like Irish coffee, everything like that. So sticking with the season. And then the last one is probably the simplest to make out of all three is the green Jell-O. Everyone knows Jell-O. Everyone knows how to make Jell-O, and because it's green, it's very St. Patty's Day themed. So
It's perfect. It's simple. People will like it, and plus you get credit for making it green too.
exactly, and it's really special because it's not just regular lime; it's actually Jolly Rancher apple flavored.
Wow.
So go crazy with it, and you can try some.
See, I saved my spoon. I was smart.
Oh, you're right. Oh, well. So if you have to kind of make something in a pinch, maybe for a St. Patrick's Day event, which of these options would be the best?
Well, for someone, I'd say for like the least experienced cook, I'd definitely say the Jell-O, and then maybe the coffee cake. The cookies require just a little bit more time because you actually have to shape the individual dough and put in the food coloring and everything. So I definitely say these two were like the #1 hits with everyone I tried it with.
Yeah, I think that I would probably stick with the Jell-O. I'm not much of a cook.
Yeah, I'd say ditto, actually. But you're right, this was definitely better than Starbucks.
Exactly, and it's
Oh,
homemade, so
absolutely.
you know it's like very fresh.
Absolutely. Well, you should have some with us.
I can have some. Okay, I'll try
Yeah.
like a little bit. I've probably
did that
already
with a
eaten way
clean
too much of
spoon.
this. Okay.
Unfortunately, though, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Be sure to watch us next week and have a great and lucky day.
Weight is coming up, soaring high, pleading you to stay calm.